Okay, so this morning chores include cutting back the peonies because they're both done for the season. Then I'm going to come in here and do some weeding. So as you can see, we have some big weeds here because it was a bunch of poppies, and it's really hard to tell the weeds from the poppies when they're tiny, so I like to let them get bigger. And then of course once they start flowering, it's super easy to tell which ones they are. So I'll be pulling all of those out today. I have a few there. I actually have, and I'm going to focus more on this when I get to it, but that is a nightshade. That's not the kind you want to eat. So that one has the purple flowers on it, and we'll talk about that more in a bit. Actually, I'm hoping to cut some flowers, so we might do a bouquet as well today. My snapdragons just started blooming and they look amazing. Got a bunch of lilies blooming over there. And then I have the fleabane coming up in with the Shasta daisy, so we'll be cutting those back. I might actually use them in the bouquet as well because they are pretty, but they are a weed. Poppies are done, but we can grab a few of those seed pods as well. And it looks like the echinacea is just about ready to start blooming. We're starting to just see a little, our first color right there. So these two echinaceas, and then that's a Shasta daisy. My Gwem is doing really well. And look at this hibiscus. I've never seen a hibiscus this big at this time of year before, so that's really exciting. And some of these poppies are getting enormous. Like the stalk on that is huge. So really excited to see what this is going to be. And yeah, things are filling in. They're looking pretty good. But I got to get to the weeding before things start to take over, because we're going to get rain for like kind of on and off for the next like 5 days. So, oh, and I got to put I think I'm going to put a ring around that sunflower. Oh, and I got to prune back the lavender. So we'll see what happens. Not lavender, lilac. We'll see what happens today, but I'm going to strap you guys onto my head so you can come along for the ride. Dude, are you rolling in a worm or something? Stop. Stop. Now I've noticed some of this getting knocked down. I think the bunny's coming in here, because I had a bunny in here one year. I think the bunny's coming in here and laying in here, because look at, that's damaged. Something's been in here, and I don't think it's Dexter coming this far in. Oh, my hibiscus is coming back, yay. This is a weed, so we're gonna pull this out. Haha, nice. So we're just making a pile over there without stepping on my hibiscus. So you can see why it's confusing. This is a weed. This is a poppy. This is a weed. And some of the poppies have more of a green tinge to them, but we got a lot of these weeds in here. So we're just coming in, we're just pulling them all out, and hopefully don't drop them on Dexter, who's standing right there. Dexter's help. Thank you for tripping me. Okay, so just be careful where I'm stepping, because I do have all my plants in here. Fortunately, I can just step right on my ground cover. Okay, so we're gonna very, very carefully do this without snapping my sunflower, but I just want to give it some support. Oh my god, the ground is so hard here. All of these little weeds in here, I'm gonna have to weed these out. I have to weed out all the grassy ones, and any of these beautiful amaranth that I've self-seeded from last year. I'm going to make a little pile, and those are going to go up at the top of the hill, so I'm going to be very careful with those. Okay, and then this here is a 4 o'clock that's self-seated, but all my 4 o'clocks are up there, so we're not gonna keep, that's too close to the edge. That's on the border, so that's not gonna get to stay there. Okay, and then we're gonna pull out all of our amaranth to transplant it. I'm using my handy little weeder. Just gonna boom and give it a little lift at the roots. Pulling these guys out as well down here, but I probably won't bother doing that on film, and I'll probably do that later this evening because the sun is coming in here right now, and I don't want to be sitting here in the sun if I don't need to be, because it's going to start getting warm. Look at this. Yes, this is another bells of Ireland. I guess it's plural even if it's one plant because there's multiple bells on it, right? Right, Dex? Does that make sense? This ground cover is really taken nicely here. Okay, so hopefully, oh, there's another bells. So we're gonna go and we're gonna take these up and plant a bunch of them up there. Out because this is a fleabane, so it looks a lot like the, but you can see the leaves are not jagged and the blooms are much smaller, but they're pretty, so we're going to use them in the bouquet, but I do not want to leave them to go to seed. Thank you. All right, Dexter, I think it's time to start cutting flowers for the bouquet. Do you think it's time? I gotta water that in, and then we're gonna grab the snips and we're gonna come cut. It was in the water, and we're gonna stick these in the water too. So I do like using hosta leaves anyways in my bouquets, so. Try not to get any dirt in there if I can. I want to keep the water as clean as possible, but we'll see how that works. Oh, we got poop on that one. We'll have to wash it off. Okay, so now we're going to cut back the peonies, and this one I might go back a bit farther because it's got the thing. I'm going to do the other peony first, then I don't want to transfer it. Okay, so we're just going to come into this. Oh, okay. Bum, bum, bum. So poppies are kind of falling over. Let's see if we can't stand them up a little bit, because you know what? Maybe that stand, this looks kind of flat right here. Maybe that's what I'll put the stand. I've been trying to figure out where to put that stand. I wonder if I could put it right here. All right, and now my poor zinnia's got kind of smashed. Where's my other one? No. Oh my gosh, I had had a couple in here. Now I just have the one, so this guy better produce. Okay, and I'm gonna stake this, and then, or should I put the statue right here? Maybe I'll put the statue right here. This looks pretty flat, actually. Let me go get it. Let me go get it. Let's clean this up, and then we'll, I swear I don't have ADHD or ADD. I'm all over the place today, though. I'm all over the place. So this, yeah, it's gonna need a little bit more drainage, I think. That should do it. It already had the one hole, so here we go. Oh, I like it there with butterfly. So I'll get this shovel later and level it out better. Oh! So cut these back. Pull out. Put this back. Mindful where I'm stepping. Oh, don't cut those. Those are my ditch lilies coming. This is going to be a lovely blank spot in the garden. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll have to find something else to go here, I guess, till next year. Back, these are nice and clean with the, I used some alcohol. So let's go cut some flowers. Let's cut some flowers. We're just going to make a small bouquet, but it's going to be our first one of the season, which will be very exciting. And it pains me, but we're gonna have to use these snapdragons because they're so pretty. We're gonna come in and cut right above a branching, and we strip in the field. The flowers, not us. Okay, I'm gonna come down here where it's branching. Look how pretty these snapdragons are. I do want to get some new varieties though for next year. Maybe the Madame Butterfly or something. I had struggled to find, and now for the absolutely beautiful. Oh, you know what? We have a couple here that are bicolor. I hadn't seen those before. Oh, and a few over there as well. I'd only seen them in the front before. That's really cool. Okay, so I think I'm gonna come and grab these because they're starting to flop over. So. Oh my goodness, look how tall, long these are. They're really nice long stems for cut flowers. The only thing is they don't just slide off. They're kind of a pain in the butt to get the greens off, I will admit. They take a little bit longer. They don't just slide off like snapdragons do. So. Cosmos and some calendula. These are so pretty. Oh, I see you hiding in here. Nice try, buddy. Nice try. I guess we might as well get these ones that are on the ground. Can I get you up through the support? Nope. Those are a little wonky woo. Okay, Okay, and then I'm gonna deadhead these. I don't need to start saving seeds yet. I have quite a few of these calendula ones, and I just want them to keep blooming. So calendula just strips like that, no problem. So much easier. So much easier, Dexter. And I love this shade. I think it's the, well, I had a mix, but then I've just saved the seeds off of this shade. So I think it's something like the strawberry or whatever. So I should have put the hosta leaves in a different container because they're kind of taking up too much room. All right, and now we're gonna come over here and grab some guem. So guem is a perennial, and it's very cute. So, and it's very wispy. I think I'll take this one here. It's kind of got a very airy, wispy feel to it. I don't want to take too many because I do want to watch it keep blooming on me, but I'm gonna take some. The colors don't really go with my color scheme right now, but look at this. Something is eating my zinnias. Oh my God. This just happened in like the last day or two. Like, boom. Oh yeah, look at this. Okay. This is nice. I love the foliage on this. Look at this. Like, this is gonna be full. This is amazing. And my borage is doing amazing as well. Maybe I'll grab one of those. Look at that, that's fun. The other one's not doing so good, but this one is doing amazing. It's really happy in this little house. Okay. So we're just gonna take some of these. It's slim pickings this time of year. I was hoping to get some dill. We'll have to see if we can get some dill in here. Okay. So, ooh, a nice level spot. I do love using canna lilies in it, but usually when they're a little bit bigger. So here, let's see. People harvest their lilies for bouquets. Like, that's gross. I'll try one more. Okay. And this one, I see the lily beetle on it. Okay. All right, we're gonna be more gentle. Maybe we'll get, maybe I'll use a couple of these. You'd think they would be really, really prickly, but they're not, which is kind of weird. What happens is when they're ready to dump the seeds, when the seeds are ripe, it'll pop up at the top and there'll be little holes all around the bottom of that. And you'll see little holes in there. And then the seeds will come out and you just shake them everywhere. I got plenty. And it's gonna be a nice pop of white right in the middle. And some nice swoopy foliage. So we'll grab a few of these. So this is spiderwort, and these are very, very prolific. All right. I don't know about these nasturtiums. How long do nasturtiums blooms last in a bouquet? We'll try a couple, because I'm gonna have plenty. I don't know what that was, but that's gross. We'll try. Get you, make sure you get the water. Don't get squished. And I can always use some nasturtium leaves because they're enormous, but I can just grab those later. Like, look, they're enormous everywhere. My nasturtiums are out of control, and I love it. These are gonna start to go to seed soon. I can also grab some of these if I need some wispy foliage. And so we'll grab this one dill here. Stick that in. That's gonna smell delicious. Okay, so we're gonna let these rest in a cool place over here in the shade. And then we'll come back and make a bouquet with them a little bit later. And we're gonna make sure that earwig stays out of there.